I've done my NLP practitioner training, which I completed last year, and I've now just completed my NLP master practitioner training. As soon as I finished the first course, I was already asking for a place on the next one, and it has been everything I'd hoped it was going to be. It's been tough. It's been tough, and I think tougher than I thought, but actually more rewarding than I thought because of that. I rang a number of different organisations. I'm usually quite specific in terms of what I'm looking for. I don't always know exactly what it is, but I kind of know when I hear it. And I think for me there was an element of, for a number of organisations, you couldn't actually get hold of the people. You know, or you'd end up speaking to a secretary or someone who didn't really know anything about the course, but kind of was reading a prospectus, which I could have read off their website anyway. But I think really I was able to talk to Denise, and I think the other thing that was important was I felt she spoke to me, and she spoke in my language, and I think really by the end of the conversation I'd made my mind up that was the right one, and if I hadn't got on the course, hadn't been accepted, I would have been really disappointed. I think for me, I had identified developing my knowledge of NLP several years ago. I work in training and development, and I look after the training that Samaritans runs in businesses around the UK. And as part of my own development plan, I thought this would be important. I think there was really approaching it from a professional element, a professional development, but I got a heck of a lot of personal development that I'm not saying I was surprised about, but that was the big payoff for me. So I got a huge professional payoff, but I think the bit I wasn't expecting was the personal payoff as well. I think for me, I work a lot with groups, so I'm not actually a therapist, I'm not working with clients specifically. For me, I think it's understanding the whole basis of how people communicate and why they communicate, and reading groups differently, reading individuals differently, matching my language to the language that people on my courses are using. I think it enables me to read situations more easily, and as I say, I think language patterns for me are the most wonderful thing. To be able, I think, to help a group if it's got bogged down, to enable them to perhaps come up and look at the big picture, or go the other way and actually really force them to address details and issues and how they're going to achieve things that they want to achieve. So in the training room, I think has been the biggest benefit, but there have been personal spin-offs in, I think, my interpersonal relationships with friends, family, and clients as well. Come on it, you will never regret it. Don't expect that it will be easy. You know, come with an open mind, prepared, I think, to challenge yourself, prepared to learn from the experience, and you'll get a tremendous amount out of it.